Keeley Hazell, a former glamour model turned actress, recently shared a deeply personal revelation about her involvement with the critically acclaimed Apple TV Plus series Ted Lasso. In her memoir, Everyone's Seen My Tits, Hazel disclosed that she was nearly cast in a starring role on the show, a part that was specifically crafted with her in mind by Jason Sudeikis, the show's co-creator, star, and her former romantic partner. This revelation sheds light on the behind-the-scenes dynamics of one of television's most beloved comedies and offers a glimpse into Hazel's emotional journey as she navigated the highs and lows of her acting aspirations. Hazel's connection to Ted Lasso began long before the series became a global phenomenon. She first met Sudeikis in 2014 while working together on the comedy film Horrible Bosses 2, where she had a minor role. Their professional relationship evolved into a friendship, and later, an on-again, off-again romantic relationship that garnered significant media attention. During the early development stages of Ted Lasso, Sudeikis approached Hazel with an exciting proposition. He had written a lead role for her, a character named Keeley, inspired by her personality, charisma, and life experiences. The idea of starring in a television series was thrilling for Hazel, who had transitioned from glamour modeling to acting and was eager to prove herself in a new arena. "The idea of me being a lead in a TV show was enough to make me wet my pants with excitement," she wrote in her memoir, capturing the enthusiasm and anticipation she felt at the prospect. At the time, Ted Lasso was still in its infancy, not yet greenlit by Apple TV+. The show, which would go on to win multiple Emmys and capture audiences with its heartwarming story of an American football coach navigating the world of English Premier League soccer, was a passion project for Sudeikis. The character of Keeley, envisioned as a vibrant, intelligent, and multifaceted woman, was designed to reflect Hazel's own journey from a glamour model to a more serious actress. Sudeikis saw in Hazel a depth and authenticity that he believed would translate perfectly to the screen, and he was committed to giving her a platform to showcase her talents. Hazel threw herself into the audition process with determination. She went through multiple rounds, each one bringing her closer to what she hoped would be a career-defining moment. According to Hazel, Sudeikis informed her that she was at the top of the casting list, a testament to her potential and the chemistry they shared during the process. For the final audition, Sudeikis himself read opposite her, a gesture that underscored his belief in her abilities and his personal investment in seeing her succeed. The experience was both exhilarating and nerve-wracking for Hazel, who felt the weight of the opportunity. She prepared meticulously, pouring her heart into each scene, hopeful that this role would mark a turning point in her career. However, despite her efforts and Sudeikis' support, Hazel was ultimately not cast as Keeley. The role went to Juno Temple, a seasoned actress known for her work in films like Atonement and Maleficent. Temple's portrayal of Keeley Jones, a savvy and charismatic former model turned PR guru, became one of the standout performances in Ted Lasso, earning her critical acclaim and a devoted fanbase. For Hazel, the news of not getting the part was devastating. "I felt like I'd been punched in the chest," she wrote in her memoir, capturing the raw pain of rejection. The disappointment was so profound that she briefly considered abandoning acting altogether, stating, "Once I didn't get cast as Keeley, I decided that acting could go F itself." This moment of vulnerability highlights the emotional toll of pursuing a competitive career in entertainment, where rejection is a constant reality. Despite this setback, Hazel did not completely sever her ties with Ted Lasso. She accepted a smaller role as Bex, the second wife of the fictional West Ham United owner Rupert Mannion, appearing in several episodes across the series' first 2 seasons. While the role of Bex was far less prominent than that of Keeley Jones, it allowed Hazel to remain part of the Ted Lasso universe and work alongside Sudeikis and the talented ensemble cast. However, her presence on set was bittersweet, as she was constantly reminded of the role she had come so close to securing. In her memoir, Hazel recounts a poignant moment when she ordered food and gave her name, only for the server to exclaim, "Oh, Keeley, like the character from Ted Lasso." The comment, meant innocently, stung deeply, and Hazel's look of horror was mistaken for confusion. She played along, not revealing that she had been the inspiration for the character the server referenced. The character of Keeley Jones, as portrayed by Juno Temple, became a fan favorite for her wit, warmth, and complexity. The show cleverly subverted stereotypes about glamour models, presenting Keeley as a savvy businesswoman who navigates the male-dominated world of football with intelligence and confidence. Hazel noted a particular line from the series that resonated with her. Keeley Jones often jokes about being sort of famous for being almost famous. For Hazel, this line felt like a mirror held up to her own life. Having gained fame as a page 3 model in the UK, she had experienced the fleeting nature of celebrity and the struggle to be recognized for her talents beyond her appearance. The parallel between her life and the character's arc added another layer of poignancy to her experience. Hazel's memoir, Everyone's Seen My Tits, delves into more than just her Ted Lasso experience. It chronicles her journey from a troubled childhood to her rise as a glamour model, her transition to acting, and the personal challenges she faced along the way, including a toxic relationship with a drug dealer that she says changed the course of her life. The book is a candid exploration of her resilience and determination to redefine herself on her own terms. Her reflections on Ted Lasso are just one part of this broader narrative, but they offer a compelling insight into the intersection of her personal and professional lives. The relationship between Hazel and Sudeikis, which began as a friendship and evolved into a romantic connection, adds another dimension to this story. The two were first linked romantically in early 2021, shortly after Sudeikis split from his longtime fiancée Olivia Wilde. Their relationship was marked by public displays of affection, including a PDA-filled trip to Cabo San Lucas, Mexico, and sightings in New York City. However, their romance was short-lived, and they parted ways in May 2022, citing busy schedules as a factor. Despite the end of their romantic relationship, Hazel's memoir suggests that her connection with Sudeikis remains significant, particularly in the context of Ted Lasso. His decision to write a role inspired by her speaks to the impact she had on him, both personally and creatively.